Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News, where we bring you developments that matter most to currency holders and investors around the world. Today's report is not just another update, it marks the moment many have waited over 20 years to see. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong has moved from speculation to action. What was once discussed in quiet corners of financial forums is now playing out behind the closed doors of major banking institutions. For everyone who held on through decades of doubt, this may very well be the beginning of the financial shift you've been preparing for. Now is the time to pay close attention because private-level exchanges have begun, and they're happening at real banks with real contracts and verified rates. According to solid reports, private currency exchanges involving the IQD and VND are currently underway, specifically within HSBC's Private Wealth Division. These aren't public walk-in exchanges. Instead, they're strictly invitation-only meetings being held in executive banking suites. Selected clients, typically high-net-worth individuals with a verified record of currency ownership, are being called in under confidentiality protocols. What's astonishing are the internal rates being honored. We're talking about figures like $6.88 per IQD and $3.70 per VND. While these numbers are not yet reflected on public forex boards, they are being processed inside official bank systems. The revaluation is no longer a forecast, it's in motion. These transactions are carefully structured. Invitees are required to clear compliance checks, including KYC and AML verification. Once their notes are authenticated using tools like ultraviolet scanners, watermark readers, and serial number matchers, they proceed to sign binding legal contracts. Funds are not released instantly. There's typically a 24 to 72-hour review window before amounts are credited. This level of detail confirms that the process is not some backroom experiment. It's being managed at the highest levels of banking professionalism, with all the regulatory oversight you'd expect from a legitimate international currency shift. HSBC's involvement, especially considering its links to the IMF and global monetary networks, is a strong signal that this revaluation is no longer theoretical. But let's be clear, these private exchanges are still limited in scope. If you're holding currency and expecting to walk into a local branch and demand a payout, that moment hasn't arrived yet. What's unfolding now is part of a pre-made activation phase. The financial infrastructure is being tested behind the scenes. Systems are being audited, software updated, and legal frameworks applied to prepare for broader rollout. These early invitees are effectively serving as the final dress rehearsal before the exchange window opens to the public. It's a signal that the process is real, not that you're being left out. Those who are prepared, documented, and organized will be in the best position to benefit when the time comes. Reports indicate that this isn't happening in just one country. Private HSBC exchanges are being logged in cities like London, Hong Kong, New York, Los Angeles, and Miami. This tells us that this is part of a broader international release strategy. Verified transactions are being signed, scanned, and submitted into high-security bank networks. These aren't whispers. They're real-world legal events unfolding in structured wealth management divisions. So if you're wondering whether this is just another wave of hype, the answer is no. The pattern is too consistent, the institutions too reputable, and the actions too legally binding. If you're serious about being ready for your moment, preparation is no longer optional. It's urgent. First, make sure your physical currency is in good condition. Keep notes clean, flat, and stored safely in protective envelopes. Next, locate your original purchase receipts, as these are the most trusted proof of ownership. If you can't locate them, a notarized affidavit will be necessary. This statement should clearly outline when, where, and how your currency was purchased. Banks are being incredibly strict, and documentation is everything. Along with proof of purchase, you'll need government-issued ID, such as a passport or driver's license, and proof of address. If you're not already connected to a private banking advisor, now is the time to make respectful inquiries and establish a relationship. Don't walk in demanding answers. request a consultation and approach it with professionalism. This process rewards discipline. One critical aspect many overlook is the tax obligation that may arise from an exchange. If you realize substantial gains on your IQD or VND holdings, you may be subject to capital gains or income tax, depending on how long you've held the currency and the amount exchanged. This isn't something to figure out afterward. Meet with a certified tax expert or financial advisor in advance. Explore legal options like charitable trusts, retirement vehicles, or long-term asset protection tools. Without planning, you risk losing a significant chunk of your gain to tax liabilities. This isn't just about acquiring wealth, it's about protecting it. The right strategy now can preserve your earnings and reduce future stress. Some investors are asking whether they can exchange all their currency at once. The answer is likely not. Institutions like HSBC are placing volume caps on early exchanges. This means you may need to divide your holdings into multiple appointments. These limits are in place for compliance purposes. Banks must adhere to anti-money laundering laws, track large transactions, and manage client flow during this sensitive launch window. So don't be alarmed if your exchange is scheduled in phases. It's a sign that things are being done correctly. Frustration or impatience could work against you. Stay calm, follow the instructions, and recognize that the extra steps are designed to ensure the legitimacy and sustainability of the process. With real banking activity now confirmed, scams are also on the rise. If someone contacts you via email, message, or phone call offering secret exchange access, do not engage. No legitimate bank will ever request your currency by mail or ask for payment up front. All valid transactions will occur in person, inside secure financial institutions, and with full documentation. Scammers prey on emotion, whether it's excitement or desperation. Protect yourself by ignoring unsolicited offers, avoiding social media gossip, and sticking with direct communication from your verified financial contacts. If something feels off, report it. Your vigilance could prevent disaster. So, why is this moment so significant on the global stage? Iraq has made major strides to stabilize its economy, reduce external dependency, and expand the use of its national currency in oil contracts. Vietnam has aligned with ISO 2022 banking standards, positioning itself for modern digital commerce. These developments aren't isolated. They're part of a broader global movement to reevaluate undervalued currencies and align them with true economic potential. Banks like HSBC aren't reacting to hype. They're responding to real-world progress, policy reforms, and green lights from international regulators. What's happening now is the culmination of years of silent preparation, not a last-minute reaction. Behind the scenes, systems are going live. Banks are testing software, updating compliance protocols, activating digital contracts, and securing legal frameworks. These early exchanges are private because they serve as final stress tests. When you're dealing with potentially millions in value, every technical detail matters. Ensuring security, authenticity, and legal compliance must come first before public access can begin, and that moment is fast approaching. So what should you be doing right now? Inventory your currency. Locate or prepare your documentation. Make sure your ID is current. Reach out to your financial advisor and your bank's private services division. Ask the right questions. Set up consultations. Be respectful and patient. And above all, plan ahead. The difference between those who succeed and those who miss out won't be luck. It'll be preparation. Those who are organized, informed, and focused will move smoothly through this transition. Those who panic, cut corners, or chase rumors may find themselves blocked, delayed, or worse, scammed. At Iraqi Dinar News, we've been covering this journey through every twist and turn, and now it's finally beginning to unfold. Stay connected with us for real-time updates, guides, and expert insight. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a development. The 20-year wait is reaching its conclusion. Your financial breakthrough may be just one appointment away. The only question left is, will you be ready?